Yo, what's going on? My name is Sam Walford. I'm a 16-year-old teenage dropout entrepreneur from Coventry in the UK. And just first thing to show you some proof so you know I'm not BSing or some random little kid who's broken and doesn't know what he's talking about. This is my little school payouts thing here. I've moved my school payouts to like another group, this program I'm starting that we won't go into that. But just to give you some proof about everything, like you can see this. The payouts there, again, I've got nothing in my account because I moved to another group. Refresh this, show it isn't inspect element. There we go, still there. You know, that's hopefully enough proof for you. But basically what I wanted to get into today was something that's actually happened to me recently, which I want to sort of explain to you because it's been quite interesting for me actually to look into this. And I've got bullet points here which I'm sort of reading off. And to sort of give context on this about sort of helping people for free and actually making less money from that, and like should you give away your free stuff or your paid stuff or anything like that. For me, just to give you context on what I actually do, I basically do like a 2 call close. Like first call, I mean you probably already know, it's like discovery, ask them a ton of questions, really understand them. Second call, it's sales, you pitch saying like I'm the solution to these problems, the problems which you obviously discover in the first call. And the thing is, like, I help people for free on these calls regardless. So on my whole sort of process is like, obviously discovery, understand them. Second call, which is a sales call, it's like, yes, I sell my offer to them, but I do it in the way where it's like, well, I'll tell you exactly what to do for free. Like I give them the whole roadmap for free. Like do this is what you need to do. And then I'm like, well, you do it with me. You know, you get results, you get better results. It's easier, faster, quicker. You know, you skip out all the failure and doing it by your own, doing it on yourself. Or it's like, you do it by yourself and you have to sort of go through that failure and everything. And basically like that's sort of how it works. And so I teach people, like the people who come on these calls with me, it's like, it's just kind of a weird thing because like I get to pitch to them and like maybe we end up working together and it goes even better. Or it's like, you know, they just get help for free regardless. I really enjoy the system because like when people are like, oh, like, Sam, are you gonna pitch to me? I'm like, yeah, bro, I'll tell you what to do for free. If you want to work together, like, then we obviously work together. And I make them that offer. And I just really love it this way because, you know, you help people for free regardless. And also, like, you're not being really pushy with the sales and everything. It works better in so many ways, bro, doing it like this. And it's kind of weird because in the past week, and this has happened a few times before, but it's literally been 3 times in the past week, okay? Where it's like these 3 guys who have helped so much for free to the point where they've started getting results, like making really fast progress by themselves. Like one got his first sale in literally less than a week, like his first 2 sales actually, like first 2 high ticket sales. I've just got off a call with him. If you're watching, hello, I know who you are. I don't know if he watches my videos or not. But it's like he made his first $1,000 in I think less than a week, you know? And so you would think, oh yeah, like, you know, Sam's helped him for free, he's now definitely going to buy. But the thing is, what happened with him and what happened with the other 2 guys, they're like, well, why would I invest in mentorship with you now? Like, I'm already doing it well by myself. Like, I don't want to make that risk of putting money in, you know, and everything. And it's like, it's really odd how if I probably helped them for free less, I was more likely to get the sale from them. Which is a really odd thing to say. It's like, yeah, you help them less, like I'm going to make more money. And it's like my dad's pointed out this to me as well. It's like, well, you're helping serve people for free that much, like why would they buy now? This is like a problem I sort of actively have that I'm sort of trying to solve now, where it's like I'm helping people that much for free that they don't want to buy my paid stuff. But the thing is, like, this is a much better problem to have than like the other way around, where it's like, imagine I wasn't helping people whatsoever and I was struggling to get sales because I had no proof. And it's like, helping people for free to the point where they don't want to buy because they're already getting results is so much better than the other way around. And it's like, you can almost imagine like a spectrum of where you are on that spectrum. Like, are you helping people for free too much? Are you helping them for free not enough? And the thing is, like, yes, there's like some sort of perfect midpoint where like, if you were in that sort of midpoint where you probably make the most money. But the thing is, like, this isn't even a problem I think I need to solve, because at least in my mind, it's a problem that's in a weird way going to pay off like long term eventually. And like what I mean by that is you need to get so good. And I've sort of managed to like figure this shit out for myself where I can actually like consistently get people results. You need to get so good where you can do that too, to the point where you just like massively over deliver, and you get so good at helping people that your like proof is fucking undeniable, bro. And it's like you just have so much proof, your methodology is so clear, you're so good at what you do, it's just fucking like undeniable. And the thing is, like, yes, if you're really good at helping people for free, like, why would they buy your paid stuff? The thing is, like, karma will eventually come back. And if you completely like fucking revolutionize the whole industry, the niche you're in, and you're like the guy who helps people, and you are the guy who gets people the best results, then it's like, yeah, plenty of people will follow your free stuff. Yeah. But then it's like they get warmed up from that more, and you know, eventually they will probably buy. You know, karma will come back to you, and karma will eventually pay off. Like I say, it's much better to be on this side of the spectrum where you're helping people for free and not making as much from it compared to the other side of the spectrum. And I guess the big point I want to get here, and the sort of big mindset I really want to teach you, is that like you shouldn't be like stingy with how much you can help people. You shouldn't be like stingy with like, oh, like I don't want to give away my secret sauce, you know, I want to make a whole course and make it paid, you know, because I don't want to give this information away for free or shit. But the thing is, like, there's so many like bad players in this space, so many people who don't really know what they're doing, you know, and they're just talking shit, you know, making shit up. And I mean, I hope you don't see me as one of them. I mean, I've shown you my proof. You can go on my school about page and see all my testimonials and everything there. I like to be very transparent. But my point is, like, if you can like have your free shit, and you have your free shit, and your free shit is like actually getting people results, and it's undeniable. It's like you can't scam someone by giving something away for free. I mean, yes, you could waste their time, and there's plenty of people who do that, but like you're not scamming people for money. And so if you give away your free shit and it gets people results, you haven't asked for money from them, and you've got them results just for free. That is like the most undeniable proof you could possibly fucking have, bro. And if you can get to that point, like, yes, the results will be delayed over time because you gotta wait for the goodwill to build up, but like, you can just be like fucking dominate an entire industry, you know? And this is what Charlie Morgan, interestingly enough, is trying to do with like his course, like Imperium Acquisition, or Imperium Academy, I think it's called, his free school community. This is what he's doing. It's like, it's so funny because I speak to so many guys and they're like, yeah, I'm following Charlie Morgan's course. And the real interesting thing is, this isn't me talking shit on Charlie Morgan. I mean, he's got way more credibility than I do. I'm just some 16-year-old literally in my fucking bedroom running like a 10k a month business. But it's like, him doing that with his course, that builds up so much goodwill. And even though it's like, his course, because it has to target everyone, it's very much a more like generalist thing, and it's also primarily focused on B2B, so it's not even like for self-improvement coaches, aka my niche, you, who I'm helping. It's not even like the sort of ideal course, because like I say, it is generalist, and like it's more focused on B2B, because that's just who Charlie Morgan is. And that's not me that's actually me, again, giving context. That ain't me talking shit on Charlie Morgan. I love the guy. I've never followed him, and he's never really helped me, but you know, he gets people results, and that's all that matters. But the point I'm getting to is that's basically what Charlie Morgan's doing, where it's like, and I've seen him say this on some sort of call or something like that somewhere, or I don't know who I've heard it from, but basically the whole thing he's trying to do with this is to become like the lead of the industry, like Alex Hormozi did with releasing all his books, like $100 million leads and offers and shit. It's like, on one of my coaching calls, like, I'll teach someone some like general like follow up fucking like DM sales principle, you know, like acknowledge, add, ask, or acknowledge, compliment, ask, as I think Hormozi says it. And it's like, I bring that up to them, and I'm like, yeah, do acknowledge, add, ask, do that. And they're like, oh yeah, that's Hormozi's one, isn't it? Yeah, it's Hormozi's. It's not Hormozi's. That's been in the industry for fucking years, bro. That's just like a normal thing everybody knows who's good at this. Like, acknowledge, add, ask. That's just like a really core framework of what everyone does. Hormozi didn't make it. Nobody made it. It's just an idea that's so basic and so simple that everybody has it. Same how like no one invented the premise of high ticket, or no one invented the wheel, or no one invented bread. You know, it's just such a basic thing that everybody's invented it, and everyone's come up with it themselves in a way, or plenty of people have. But because Hormozi's like been the biggest distributor of that information, everybody's like, oh shit, like, acknowledge, I'd ask, that's Hormozi's idea. It's not Hormozi's idea, that's an idea everyone has, but because he's got so good at teaching it, people think it's his idea. That's what Charlie Morgan's doing now with Imperium Academy Acquisition. And it's like, I'll tell someone where they're like, oh yeah, go out and do like research calls to understand like who you're helping, and they're like, oh yeah, that's like Charlie Morgan's idea. It's not Charlie Morgan's idea. It's such a fundamental principle of like a coaching info business. you know, doing research calls with people, you know, or doing like a 𝐇𝐞𝐫𝐞'𝐬, and then people are like, oh yeah, that's Charlie Morgan's idea, that's Alex Hormozi's idea, because like they've almost managed to like fucking brand themselves as like that's where the information comes from. They've managed to fucking like, I don't know, like copyright facts in a way. Obviously it's not actually copyrighted, but you get what I mean. And that is like, yes, people are gonna follow their shit, get results for free and not pay them because they're already getting good results. That will happen, but like it's not any benefit. Like you've got to look at like the general higher level overview of what it does for you long term. Because yes, Alex Hormozi released all that and like told everyone that for like $30 books, you know, in like $30 books. And with $100 million leads and $100 million offers and that sort of shit, it's like, yes, he probably actually like in a weird way made less because he just gave all that information away for so cheap. And obviously he gives it all away on his YouTube videos. But the thing is, like, he then goes and releases another book, does an even bigger launch, $100 million money models. And then he does like the fucking biggest non-fiction book in the entire world or some shit like that, you know. And does like what? I can't even remember what it was. Was it like $100 million book launch or some crazy shit like that, bro? Which is just ridiculous, by the way. But like that's because he's become like the face of the industry. It's like, you ask anybody, like, who's the face of like the info coaching sort of business industry, and I think the only two answers people generally really have, I mean, I guess Sam Ovens is kind of getting up there. He's not really well known. He's not a celebrity. There's Alex Hormozi, and then there's like Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V. And Gary V is like the complete opposite side of the space from us in like the info space. But it's like Hormozi is probably like the number one biggest name that people would recognize, at least on our side of the space. And Hormozi just like branded himself as like the core of where all the information comes, and that's obviously what Charlie Morgan's trying to do. And now, to link this back to the point I was trying to make, you can do that because like the way these sort of spaces work is like you'll have the general space of like the info industry where schools maybe like 5% of that, I believe it is, like schools like 5% of the whole info industry or some, I can't remember the actual statistics. And so then like school and coaching in school, that's like 5% of it. And then we've got like our own corner of that, you know, which might be like 0.5% of school is like self-improvement coaching, you know, like because I'm sure that's probably who you are, you know, self-improvement related coaching, fitness, you know, mindset, some sort of sport, you know, some sort of coaching like that. And that might be like 0.5% of school. I say again, that's a number I've made up, but it's like we have like the communities within communities. It's like fractals, you know. If you understand that sort of concept, it's like communities within communities. Just how you have like humans within a society and then cells within humans. You know, they all like it's like nested. Like if that makes sense, that idea makes sense. And so it's like, yes, Hormozi dominates the entire info space. You know, the whole info space is abroad. Like, and yes, you can't do that, but the thing is, like, because our small 0.5% of school is so, like, smaller, so much smaller, and it acts the same as, like, a bigger space, it's not unreasonable to think that you could eventually, like, dominate that one space in your niche. Like, let's say your niche is, like, I don't know, fitness coaching, young guys in school who are fat, you know, getting them to, like, lose fat, gain muscle. Still a pretty big niche, you know? Young guys, maybe like still in school, like 16 to 20-ish, you know, on self-improvement. Very small niche, might be like, I don't know, 0.1%, 0.01% of school or something like that in total. It's like, yes, that's still a lot of people, but realistically, like, you think if you got really good at it, you could fucking dominate that niche. You could be like the core source of all that information for this one specific niche. Because these guys, like, when they're similar, they will like talk to each other and they will know each other. They'll have their own networks. And if you can be like the guy that they learn from, you will spread like a fucking wildfire through that network, through that sort of group of who your niche is, who your super specific niche is. And then you'll become the fucking core of that and you'll dominate that niche, you know, and that'll become like your home turf, your home territory. Like Hamza, for example, he fucking like created his own niche in a way, which is like self-improvement for young men. It kind of existed before, but like, you know, like Hamza fans, like Hamza Glazers, like that's his own like niche now, you know, that's who... He's just like created that niche and he just fucking dominates those guys, you know, in terms of who they listen to, because like, it's like he's just giving away so much for free. And that's eventually what, like, that's kind of what I'm getting to doing in a way, because it's like, right now, my free course, like, it's good, the current version of the $1,000 protocol. It isn't like really, really, really good though or anything. Like, it isn't like, oh, hang on, I was supposed to have a sales call start 6 minutes ago. I don't think the guy's turning up though. Nah, he's disappeared. the point I was making is like that's sort of like my current course is like not the best, you know. It's relatively old, outdated. It's from like October. I've learned a ton since then. And the thing is, I'm eventually like I'm gonna basically do this sort of big launch I'm hyping up now at the moment. I'm getting ready to do, and then like I do that launch. I build as I go with that launch, you know, help the people in there get them results. From what I learn with that, I'm gonna release like a new version of the $1,000 protocol in like a month or two probably. And that's just literally gonna be all the fucking information. Everything I know, the best course I can possibly make, I make it, I give it away for free. And yes, there's going to be people who get results from that and they're like, oh, I can do it myself. I don't need to join Sam's program. But the thing is, I'll get testimonials from them. They'll talk to other people and be like, yo, Sam helped me so much, bro. You know, word of mouth and everything. And it's like, I'll eventually become the whole like face of this space of like coaching for young guys on self-improvement, you know. And I'll just fucking dominate, and then there'll be some other guy who's trying to compete with me. And he just can't, because like the guys who come to him, they're like, oh yeah, you learned that from Sam, didn't you? Yeah, you learned that from Sam Walford, right? Like that's Sam Walford's idea. Same how it's like I speak to guys now and I try and teach them some basic principle like research calls, and they're like, oh yeah, you got that idea from Charlie Morgan, didn't you? No, it didn't come from Charlie Morgan. It's just like a basic idea, but that's sort of what I want to become. I want to become like the version of Charlie Morgan in my like sort of small core space, if that makes sense. What other bullet points did I sort of want to get? Yeah. So basically, I just want to make my fucking proof undeniable, bro. You know, and then all these other guys like they won't be able to fucking compete, man. And I'll just be getting so many people results, and then that'll just pay off long term because the goodwill will be built up. There'll be hype in that. Everyone bounces off each other, you know, and then it creates that sort of long term core success. So I guess the main point I want to make, the sort of main learning lesson you can take away from this video, bro, I'd probably say is you simply just have to have like what I call bullish desirelessness, in that you don't give a fuck if right now you teach people for free, they get results and then don't buy, because that will help you out in the long term regardless. So don't be really stingy with what you give away for free. Just give away everything fucking for free, bro. Just help people as much as possible. It will pay you back. Like that guy who I said I just got off the call with, who I helped make him his first $1,000 in literally less than a week. It might be faster than my record. My record for helping someone make their first $1,000 is currently 6 days, which is kind of crazy. I'm not sure if I think it might be like 6 days as well for him. I'm not too sure. I'm looking forward to sort of seeing. I'm trying to get him to make like a win post. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Hello, I don't know if you've watched it, but hello if you are, bro. But yeah, with him, it was literally like, well, he was like, well, why should I sort of make the investment, you know, if it's like I think I can do it pretty well for myself for free, which is like fair enough for him. It's like I've not failed in a way, because I have helped him, and like that's like literally the main thing for me, you know, getting people results. That's why I want to work with him so bad. But I think the point I was getting to, what was the point I was getting to? Like, the point I was getting to is that's going to pay off long term now, because it's like he'll make that with like testimonial and everything, you know. He'll be more active in the community. He'll be like a core, you know, like Sam Walford follower, Sam Walford cult member, you know. And that's just going to pay off long term, you know. And it's like, yeah, maybe eventually we end up working together in the future and everything, but it's like, in a way, like, yes, it's kind of annoying that I didn't get paid, you know, the full sale today and everything, and it's not going to fill up a spot in my program, and, you know, he's not going to get as good results because he's trying to do it by himself now. But at the end of the day, like, I've still helped him, and that makes me happy, you know, because it sort of proves to me that, like, what I'm doing, it proves to me even more that what I'm doing works. And it makes me more confident, and then obviously it's more proof and everything. So, I mean, I prefer for him to make his first $1,000 and us not work together than us work together and him not make his first $1,000, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's that. I think I'm gonna go like sledding with my brother right now because it's like really snowy outside. We don't often get snow in the UK, but yeah, that's me. That's my little video yap for today. Hope you got some insights from this. And if you want to tell me like what you want me to make a video on or some shit like that, you can literally leave a comment down in the comment section. Obviously, if you're like, Sam, make a video on this, yap about this, because I know how valuable it can be when you want to learn from like one person, just like listening to them yap, bro. It's like the most fucking valuable thing in a way. Obviously, you can join my free school, like with the current version of the $1,000 protocol, completely free, bro. You can get advice and shit from me for free. Like, I've literally just fucking made a 20-minute video about you know, me giving shit away for free. So yeah, you can join the $1,000 protocol, my school community. Again, I've told you my whole sales process. If we book a call together, I'll help you for free, you know, and then obviously if you want to work together, we can. I love just being transparent with this shit, bro. I can literally tell you, like, if you book a call with me, I'm going to pitch you on the second call, bro. You know, I can just tell you that and be confident with it. So yeah, if you want to learn from me more, join my school community. Any feedback or shit for these videos, you know, you want to sort of give out, then go ahead, man, leave the comments. I'm all yours. I'm here to serve you at the end of the day. Like I said, I prefer to help you for free and not get paid than the other way around. Because I really love my work, and the other thing is, like, I really like relating with you if you are like my younger self, you know, stuck in school trying to make online business work, because that's where I used to be, and it's like I'm fucking still with that now, you know. I'm like dropped out traveling when I want to. I mean, right now I'm at home because I'm working, but it's like I've really traveled a ton this summer, and like I'm fucking living this dream in a way now. And the thing I want the most is for you to experience this too, so I have someone to sort of like relate this experience in with. But yeah, that's me for today. Any questions, any shit, bro, just literally join my school, make a post, or send me a DM, or, you know, comment on this video and I'll get back to you, bro. I'm all here for you, man. I fucking love you. So yeah, I appreciate you watching this video till at the end, and that's that. Au revoir, salut.